up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Clark Reviews. It's your boy Donovan. So, last night, episode 2 of season 8 of Game of Thrones came on. Now, I'm going to do this. I don't even know if it's going to be a review. I don't even know if it's going to be a recap. But there really ain't going to be no spoilers in it. I mean, if you have seen it, fine. Let me know what you thought. If you haven't, I ain't gonna really ruin nothing, because to be honest with y'all, there really, in these first 2 episodes, hasn't been anything to ruin. In this episode, I thought it was gonna be quite controversial, quite confrontational, and maybe quite contradictive, because Jaime came into Winterfell and they opened up with him in front of, I guess you want to call it the council. So it's Sansa, Daenerys, and Jon Snow with all the other people on the committee of Winterfell and for the battle of the Iron Throne. He had to come and confess his sins, more or less, which he stood there and took it like an OG, more or less said, we was at war, I was fighting for my house, so I'd do it again if I had to, the exact same way. Boom. They didn't have nothing to say with that, for that. And then Tyrion stood up for him, which Daenerys didn't like. So, this whole episode, and I feel like the first episode too, they don't feel like, lead up episodes, where a lot of stuff is happening to lead up to something big, which they are. They more or less feel like filler episodes to me. What I mean by that is that they're doing a lot of dialogue, a lot of back and forth by different characters reconvening and talk about their experiences, how they've changed, and what they're going to do moving forward. You get Jon Snow and Daenerys have the big moment where he tells her his lineage, and she takes it, I guess, about as well as she can. Now she knows her relatives. Ew. Arya and the Hound talk again, along with the guy with the eye patch. The guy with the eye patch and his crew make it back to Winterfell, and the guy with the red beard, and greet Jon Snow, and he's happy to see them, of course. Damn, what's her name? The tall, blonde, tall chick with short hair. She sticks up for Jaime, which we all expected that to happen, and Jaime actually wants to serve under her. And he also knights her because she said only women can be knighted, and they're sitting around a fire drinking, I guess, their last drink. And he's like, a knight can create another knight, and he knights her, and that was a big moment for her. And she deserves it. I mean, she's a fan favorite. Something that took me aback, it was, I guess, kind of disgusting, but she's over 18. I just, we've seen her grow up. Arya has her first sex scene, and you get a little side boob with Robert Baratheon's bastard. Can't never remember his name neither. It was caught your boy off guard a little bit. You know what I mean? But the big thing is, the whole episode led up to, the guys that were scouting, that were with him on the wall, and some of the wildlings, let them know that the White Walkers will be at Winterfell before the sun comes up. So they only got a few hours. So some are trying to rest, some are trying to prepare, some are hiding in the chambers below Winterfell, and the others are game planning, and some are trying to get that last drink in, or get that last freak on, if you would. But my thing with these episodes, these first 2 episodes, is I hope that with the cult following that Game of Thrones has, that it lives up to the hype and it ends the show properly, because I'm starting to get that little feeling that the show might not meet expectations, especially not the expectations of these diehard fans, because there was a lot of talking and reconvening going on in these first 2 episodes. Now, the next episode with the preview was the White Walkers. Well, at the end of the episode, the White Walkers are riding up on the horses, the ones with the spears, the ice spears, and they can see Winterfell, across the field. You know what I mean? They got Winterfell in sight, so they coming in for blood. in the next episode. And then on the preview, they show them fighting. So I hope it's action-packed. My theory, because this is 2 out of 8 episodes now. This is 25% of the season's done. 25% of the season is over on Game of Thrones, okay? And nothing's really happened except, you know, some aha moments for the characters, right? Which is important, but we want those battles. We want the backstabbing and murdering for the Iron Throne, right? So, my theory is that the battle between the living and the dead is going to be resolved within the first 4, maybe 5 episodes. The battle for the Iron Throne is going to get resolved in maybe episode 5 or halfway through episode 5 on to episode 7. Maybe halfway through episode 8, okay? So about half and half. And there's going to be 1 episode or half an episode with everybody going their different ways and getting their happy endings. Riding off into the sunset, okay? That's a lot to fit in 8 episodes unless they get longer episodes, which I heard might happen, but I don't know for sure. But no, this episode wasn't disappointing. It's just, you know, with the first 2 episodes, with anticipation of the show, we all just expecting more, and it's just all been dialogue and setup, which, like I said, is important, but the pace is real slow. You know what I mean? But yeah, next episode, please give us some action. You know what I mean? So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of Game of Thrones episode 2. Okay? While you're here, like, share, and subscribe to your boy's channel. If I get a notification that you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back to you. If you ain't gonna subscribe, at least give your boy a like. Until next week, game recognized game. Y'all take it easy. Peace.